Every glowing line and illuminated suit in the world of Tron actually tells you something about who that program is, what they believe in, and what their purpose is inside the grid. But what are these programs? In Tron, programs are digital beings created by users, basically reflections of their creators that exist entirely within the computer world known as the grid. They look human, they talk like us, but they're made of pure energy and data. Their armor and clothing are covered in glowing circuitry that's more than just style. It's their identity. That glow represents their power, their alignment, and even their beliefs. So let's start from the beginning, with the original 1982 Tron. In the first movie, the system was pretty simple. You had two main sides: the programs that believed in and served the users, and those who rejected them. Blue was the color of the good guys. Programs who were loyal to users, like Tron himself, had blue circuitry. They represented order, loyalty, and protection. These were the security programs, the ones keeping the system running the way it was meant to. Then there were the reds. Red programs rejected the ideas of users entirely. They served the master control program, basically Tron's version of a dictator. Sark and his army are the perfect examples. Red meant danger, aggression, and total obedience to the MCP. Yellow was used for hacker or search programs, those designed to explore, analyze, or infiltrate systems. Green or teal usually marked military programs like tank drivers or combat units. Purple programs were system utilities, data pushers, or information handlers, the kind of background programs that kept data flowing but didn't fight on the front lines. And then there were the black or null programs. These were data monks or programs without a defined purpose, basically the forgotten ones in the system. Now, something kind of funny about the original film. During early production, they actually planned for yellow to be the good color and blue to represent evil. But partway through filming, that got flipped, which is why some scenes look inconsistent. It's a cool bit of behind-the-scenes trivia that makes the Tron universe even more layered. Fast forward to Tron Uprising and things start to get way more colorful. The grid has evolved, and so have its programs. Circuits are no longer limited to one color. Some programs have two or even three. The primary color usually shows their main function or allegiance, while smaller accent lines can hint at secondary roles or even emotional states. In this era, white circuitry often belongs to neutral programs or ISOs, those spontaneously created beings that aren't made by users at all. White also represents purity or balance, programs that don't take sides. Teal circuitry is for medical programs, healers and repair specialists that keep others running. Orange circuitry is used by military programs that serve Clue or have been rectified to obey him. If you see orange, that usually means they've been reprogrammed against their will. Gold is reserved for Clue himself, the self-proclaimed ruler of the grid. His circuits glow gold to show both his authority and his corruption. And beyond that, Uprising introduced all kinds of accent colors: blue, teal, green, yellow, pink, purple, even red. Most of these were used by neutral or background programs. Gray circuits were for connector programs, those linking systems together. And if you look closely, some of the elite Blackguard have microcircuits that glow both red and green, showing their advanced design and combat specialization. One of the coolest parts about this era is that programs can actually change their circuitry color. It's not just aesthetic, it reflects a real change in loyalty or belief. If a program switches sides, their circuits might switch from blue to orange or red to white to show their new alignment. Then we reach the Tron Legacy era, the Grid 2.0 that most people know today. In Legacy, the look is sleeker, darker, and more minimal. The armor is mostly black, and the glowing circuits are what really define each program's identity. Blue and green circuitry still belong to neutral programs, the everyday citizens or workers of the grid. White circuitry is for users, ISOs, and sometimes high-level neutral programs. It's the color of creation, purity, and balance, representing those closest to the original intent of the system. Red and orange circuits mean a program has been repurposed or corrupted by Clue. These are the ones forcibly reprogrammed to serve his army, their original identity rewritten. You can actually see this happen with Tron himself. When he's turned into Rinsler, his circuits glow orange instead of blue, but when he begins to regain control, they flicker back to blue and white. It's such a great visual way to show that inner conflict. And finally, gold. Gold is used for system administrators or high-ranking programs under Clue's control. It's a step above red or orange, showing power but also corruption. There are also some weird and rare colors that pop up outside the main movies, in games, deleted scenes, or the expanded Tron literature. In some versions, yellow or orange can mean corruption or rogue programming. Green has been used for viruses or infected data. Purple sometimes represents corporate programs or those tied to the FCON network. And in one deleted scene, Yori's circuitry turns purple, possibly hinting that emotions can affect its color. Now, there's one thing to remember. A program's color isn't just about morality. It's about belief, purpose, and function. A blue program can still make mistakes, and a red one might not be evil, they might just be following their code. The grid isn't black and white, it's glowing in every shade in between. So the next time you watch Tron, pay attention to those colors. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.